Welcome back to 6 Minute Math, where we turn confusion into clarity 6 minutes at a time. Thank you for joining us today for our video on subtracting fractions using the butterfly method. Make sure you are subscribed to 6 Minute Math to get notified of more videos, including tips, tricks, hacks, and simplified ways to do that complicated math that frustrates you. We do not have a lot of time today, so here we go. Our key points today when we are subtracting fractions using the butterfly method is we are first going to multiply the opposite numerator and denominators together. What does that look like? 4 times 3 is 12, and 5 times 2 is 10. I am subtracting my fractions, which means I am going to subtract those two numbers together to get an answer of 2, and this is my numerator answer. To get my denominator answer, I'm going to multiply those two denominators together. 5 times 3 is 15. And when I combine those two, I get my final answer of 2 over 15. As with any fraction question, if I can at the end, I need to simplify. 2 over 15 cannot be simplified, therefore it is my final answer. Let's check out some examples here. We're going to subtract the following fractions, and I have my handy checklist available. The first thing I'm going to do is actually write this question a little bigger down below to help me with the whole method. So I'm going to multiply the opposite numerator and denominators. 3 times 3 is 9, and 4 times 1 is 4. I'm subtracting the fractions, so I'm going to subtract those two numbers for 5. And then my next step is to multiply those denominators together. 4 times 3 is 12. And then I combine those two for a final answer of 5 over 12. Let's check out another example here. We're going to subtract 5/7 minus 2/5. 5/7 minus 2/5. So I multiply those numerator and denominator. 5 times 5 is 25, and 7 times 2 is 14, and I am subtracting 4/11. I'm then going to multiply my denominators together. 7 times 5 is 35, and I combine those two for my final answer of 11 over 35. If you check out our process here, you can see why we call it the butterfly method, as it looks subtly like a butterfly. Let's check out another example. We have 5/6 minus 1/4. So we have 5/6 minus 1/4. 5 times 4 is 20, and 6 times 1 is 6. I am subtracting those for 14, and then I multiply those denominators. 6 times 4 is 24. This gives me an initial fraction of 14 over 24, but my last step, as always with fractions, is to simplify. This one can be simplified for 7 over 12. If you need help simplifying fractions, please check out our video linked in the description below called Simplifying Fractions to help you with that process. Let's subtract 3/5 minus 2/7. So we have 3/5 minus 2/7. 3 times 7 is 21. 5 times 2 is 10. And I'm going to subtract those for 11. And then I have 5 times 7 as my denominators for 35, which gives me a final answer of 11 over 35. On to our last example here. We have 5/8 minus 2/7. So we have 5 over 8 minus 2 over 7. And let's create our butterfly. 5 times 7 is 35. 8 times 2 is 16. And I subtract those to get 19. I multiply my denominators together. 8 times 7 is 56. And I get my final answer of 19 over 56. Those are all the examples we have today for subtracting fractions using the butterfly method. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and TikTok at 6 Minute Math. And be sure to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment below for any topic you want to see me tackle in a future 6-minute episode. Always remember that the best way to get math is to practice math, so keep on practicing. And until next time, keep solving and evolving.